question was asked like, what is how important is money to you? If you become an IB officer, so your duty would be gathering information for the nation's security. So medium is important. The question will be asked from your personality. The question will be asked from your answers too. That you have to make a proper time management.
Welcome to the Olive platform. Today, I have with me a wonderful personality who has cracked not one, not two, not three, but multiple competitive examinations. And while interacting with him, it was like he's become a machine of cracking competitive examinations. We have with us Gaurav Singh today. And specifically, if I tell you the three most important examinations which he has cleared, it is UP SI and SSC CGL and IB ACIO. The examination which a lot of students are unaware about, what exactly happens in the exam, what is the strategy, how to go about it. So we'll talk to Gaurav about everything related to IB ACIO in complete detail so that you have a better understanding and a picture. Gaurav, welcome on the platform.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me on Olive. It's such a big platform, and I am so glad to share my strategies, my sources to the student who are aspiring for IB ACIO exam and further exam.
Very wonderful. Thank you so much, Gaurav. So I'll start with one thing first. As I told that as you informed me that you have cracked multiple examinations,
Yes,
right? So in these examinations, I'm very sure that while preparing for them, you can't simultaneously prepare for everything.
Yes.
So you have a mindset that I will have to have some basic first.
Yes, sir.
So for these examinations, what was that foundation that I find that these topics are common everywhere? So this is a must prepare. This I should know. What are those?
The common subjects are mathematics, especially arithmetic, reasoning, English. So I started from English. I read daily Hindu editorial for my better understanding of English. Then I make notes of vocabulary section, and especially I searched lots of vocabulary on Google and write down on my notes antonyms, synonyms, and phrasal verbs too. Then and I just repeated it a lots of time. So after so many days, I found that these vocabulary is repeating itself. So I just prepared from English from Hindu. Then I went on reasoning. I took some marathon classes from the YouTube channel. There are lots of sources on YouTube. Okay. For mathematics section, I just wrote down every topic like simple interest, compounders, arithmetic, and proper advance. I searched the best marathon classes for each subject. You can say each topic. I prepared very well and make a better understanding of arithmetic, because if we look at the different exams, we find common things like arithmetic is the common.
Correct.
So I prepared it at the best level.
Right. So that's a wonderful thing. I think what I also tell to my students is that if your examination is at a certain level,
Yes,
your preparation should always be slightly above it.
yes, sir.
So your mindset was that if this is a structural similarity in all the examinations, I should focus on this part
Bilkul.
thoroughly,
Yes, sir.
so that the others can be polished later on.
Yes, sir.
Now, while we are done with that, the next immediate following question I would like to ask you is, this is about the similarity. What about the differences? Supposedly, you were preparing for SI.
Okay.
So, what different did you do? When you were preparing for IB ACIO, what different did you do? And for CGL, what different did you do? So, in short, what is the niche? What is the separate? What is the extra mile which you are going to cover the focus areas of these examinations?
So, if we look at the different exams, there are some similarities and dissimilarities too.
Exactly.
In UPSI, I found that I haven't read Hindi. So I start preparing Hindi before 3 months of exam. So I took general Hindi book and practicing it on a daily basis. Okay? It was my daily routine, because the Hindi section was the only difference.
Okay,
If
right. In terms of UPSI.
Different, if we talk about the common exams, in CGL there is Hindi, because there is English. Okay? So there was a little difference. When I have to give two exams parallelly, so I just keep in mind that I have to reduce some time for the foundation subjects like mathematics, reasoning, and English. I just gave some little time and start giving more times to the different subject.
Okay.
As you
Yeah, so
said.
that works as a better strategy
Yes,
where
sir.
you tell me that I have prepared the basic structure, and as and when as the exam is approaching, I stop or I reduce the focus on the basic structure,
Yes,
and
sir.
I increase the focus on the
Other
extra added
yes, sir.
portion of that.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's a good strategy actually, and that is I think how you have managed to crack multiple examinations
Yes, sir.
simultaneously. That's wonderful to know. Now, if I specifically talk about IB ACIO,
Okay.
I have heard, as far as I understand, that there is a very wrong notion going around that IB ACIO is at par or parallel to SSC CGL. Whereas what I have found myself is that it is not even as high as UPSC, but it is not as at the level of SSC also.
Okay.
It is somewhere in between. And specifically, if I talk about, it is about the GK and current affairs section. It is about 40 questions out of the whole lot.
Yes, sir.
So that makes it all the more challenging. And also the way of putting across the questions is in the form of statements.
Yes,
They are
sir.
asking the questions like in the form of statements, right? So it's slightly different.
Yes, sir.
So my question to you is, how did you approach GK/GS specifically and current affairs for IB ACIO examination?
Sir, I can say that I was lucky because my friend who is in IB told me that you have to give you have to be more focused on such topics. Like he told me that you should make notes on the current topics. If you are having lunch, breakfast, and you are seeing the things on news,
Yeah, right.
just note down, and it must be around nations, around any new development. So just you note down. And for the other part of current affair, I just saw some marathon classes of 200 or 300 important current affairs like this. And in GS section, I put more focus on the theoretical rather than the single line, one liner question.
Yeah, I understand. So I think that is where the major difference lies, is that in the SSC examination, it is more fact-based and one-liner questions.
Yes, sir.
But in IB ACIO, it is more about the conceptual depth.
Basically, in IBO, you have to face the multiple choice questions.
Exactly.
Or in CGL, one line questions are there. Yes.
Yeah. So in that case, okay, so that gives a fair understanding of how you approach your tier 1.
Okay.
Now moving on to tier 2.
Okay.
Because I think the others are at par. You told me
Yes,
that
sir.
quant and reasoning are at par,
almost same,
like CGL level only. If you are prepared for that nicely, you can
crack,
ace the
you
exam.
can ace the tier 1 exam.
When I talk about tier 2,
Okay.
now a lot of students are very scared of the descriptive section.
Yes, sir.
So what was your strategy around descriptive, and how did you prepare for the descriptive section? What all essays did you prepare, and what did you have in mind that, okay, should I, so what is the structure or the format of an essay? How are you writing it? Whether you're using very polished vocabulary, these things, just let us know.
So, as I told you that when I start preparing for any government exam, I used to focus on the basic subject or a better understanding. Right. I made my foundation very strong. So from that, I knew that okay, I'll cover the English portion easily, but I put more focus on comprehension because it was the toughest part. Right. I have to write the answers, and I hadn't practiced earlier. So I start reading Hindu newspaper for better understanding of comprehension. I just I just saw some UPSC assistant commandant previous year questions, and practicing writing on a daily basis of question answers, comprehension passage. For essays, I just saw some different sources for the essay portion, and I compiled and make a strong 200 or 300 words essay. And I made I think 15 to 20 essays for my preparation. So if any topic will come, I'll face it.
Do you remember your topic? What was asked in your essay?
Sir, I think it was science and technology, something
Based on science and technology.
Okay.
So you had a rough preparation which was somewhere around that, and you built on it.
Okay, sir.
So building on it is also important. I
Yes,
think
sir.
you need to have that intro, body, conclusion, thought process, and a flow is very
sir.
necessary when you're writing an essay, apart from the content knowledge.
So one more thing, in descriptive exam, you have to be very careful about the time management.
Exactly.
I want to give suggestion to all the aspirants who are aspiring for IB ACIO that you have to make a proper time management while preparing for descriptive exam. So you have to, when you start writing your answers, so your clock must be there.
Exactly.
है ना? So on time you can complete, मतलब you'll complete your exam.
Right, because a lot of students tend to get carried away while
Yes, sir.
writing. They'll just end up writing so much they don't know when to stop,
Because
and that might eat up your
when
time.
I gave the descriptive exam, it was my you can say loophole. I didn't perform so well that I prepared for me, that I didn't perform so well. That was the demerit, you can say demerit of me.
But despite that, you
Despite
still
that.
managed to crack. I mean,
Yes,
reach
sir.
the interview
Yes,
stage.
sir.
So that I think came as a very wonderful
because
news.
my best portion was essay. I prepared, I told you I prepared so many essays.
Right.
So I wrote essay in just 15 minutes.
Okay.
So I have so many times
Right.
for comprehension and
Précis
précis
writing.
writing. But I'll suggest all the student that time management is very important.
Focus
in
on the
this
time.
field.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That is very important. Coming to tier 3 now, the interview, which is the most dreaded aspect for any group B aspirant, because
Yes, sir.
everywhere else it has been eradicated. It is only left in, I think, IB ACIO and some
IB
other
ACIO.
examinations.
Yes, sir.
So in the interview section, we all hear that they talk about a lot about national security,
Yes, sir.
and there are a lot of other aspects involved, ethical dilemma. So what was your interview like? How did you prepare for the same? And if you remember some questions from the interview, it will be a wonderful insight.
First, we need to understand that this is IB ACIO, and you have to know about the national security. It is important. It is pivotal, and the other things are your personality. The question will be asked from your personality. What do you think? How aware you are, and what are your problem handling techniques? I can say. So these are the basic things. When I gave my interview, I think my question from Rajiv Gandhi assassination, and second was how would you deal with the problem if you are like came out of your office and seeing something unusual. So how would you deal with that? And the third one was from my father's background.
Oh, okay.
Yes. One more thing I want to tell you, that if you give introduction, like my name is such, my father is such, my father is doing such a business. So you have to prepare your answers for that particular section too.
Okay.
The question will be asked from your personality. The question will be asked from your answers too.
Yeah, that is very common in interviews, when the examiners pick up from where you are trying to navigate the interview. Basically, from one of your answers, they'll pick up the next question.
The panel wants to know how aware you are.
Exactly.
If
and
you
how
are-
fit you are for the IB.
For the if you are traveling, then however you are, what you look around yourself,
How observant,
how
right?
observant you are. So such things are important, I can say.
Wonderful. So that's good to know. So basically, it's the interview is not only about the theoretical aspect.
Some more things I want to tell you.
Yeah, please.
Yes, that like so many students who are preparing for CGL exam are not aware of interviews. So you should try some mock interviews. So the hesitation appear before the panel must go out.
Right.
So if you are not giving any mock interviews, so it will be more problematic for you. Like if you will face the panel first time,
For the first time, you will get very nervous.
You will get nervous, and the answers will be hampered.
Exactly.
You should give mock interviews first, and for such mock interviews, if you are unable to answer any kind of questions, so you must prepare yourself.
Exactly.
First. That's
So you have to be ready
Ready.
with the mock interviews
Mhm.
before you sit for the actual interview.
Yes, sir, yes,
Because that will also not only remove the hesitation, but I think also it will guide you towards your better persona, presenting your personality,
Yes,
your
yes,
body language, your non-verbal communication,
Yes, sir.
your eye contact hints. I think you will get all that,
Yes, sir.
a very polished version of yourself when you're sitting for the actual interview.
Actual interview.
Right. So I think interview also is very misunderstood by a lot of people, but
Yes.
they are not only focusing on the content aspect
Content.
or the theory aspect, because I think that they've already done in your tier 1
In the
and
Taiwan
descriptive.
Tier 2.
They are focused more on how well you are,
You are.
prepared for your to be an IB ACIO officer, to be observant, to look at little things.
Yes, sir.
So I have also heard that they create scenarios which
Yes,
are hypothetical scenarios, and they ask you
Ask you.
that how you would perform in this case. I mean, what you would do when
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
something of this sort happens.
This kind of question didn't ask from my main interview, but when I gave the mock interviews, a question was asked like, what is matlab, how important is money to you?
Oh, right, exactly.
So it is a kind of a diplomatic, matlab,
Exactly.
diplomatic
I understand.
answer.
So they're trying to test the morality.
Test the morality of
Right,
your
right.
like money is important.
Exactly, it is.
Is
right.
no doubt money is
Right.
important, but not at the cost of your dignity.
Exactly. I
So-
agree with that. I so agree
So
with that.
yeah, the panel will judge you on your answers.
Exactly.
So if, and one more thing, if the panel will happy with your performance, with your answers, they will definitely select you. In spite of your tier 1 marks, tier 2 marks, they will definitely select you. And if you are such kind of a student who gave satisfactory answers to the panel, they will vigil on you. Definitely they will vigil on you, and you will get selected. So I think it's not a big task, or you can say it's a Herculean task. So you are not able to crack the interviews. You can, if you have a right mindset, if you have a right approach, your personality must be like you are an IB officer. You must feel the zeal. And one more thing I want to tell, that sir, I think the language is not the barrier.
Exactly.
The medium is important. If you become an IB officer, so your duty would be gathering information for the nation, for the nation's security. So medium is important. You can explain, if you are gathering information in Hindi or any such regional language,
That's not a problem.
that's not a problem. So so many students asked me in comments, sir, interview will be in English or Hindi. I am not comfortable in English. This is not a big problem. You can also give interviews in Hindi or any other regional languages. So it's not a big problem.
So basically, communication is important.
Communication
Any
is
language
important in
can
any language.
work.
So your answers must be unique and full of confidence.
Very nice. So, thank you so much, Gaurav, for all the wonderful insights for our audience. And that was Gaurav Singh with me. And as I told you, that he has cracked multiple competitive examinations. He's currently working as an assistant in the ministries, cleared through SSC CGL. He has also cleared SSC CGL last year. But we've technically wanted to focus more on the IB ACIO aspect, just to know, just to uncover what exactly happens behind the closed doors of the interview hall. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much for watching this interview, guys. Hit the like button right away. Yes.
One more thing, don't forget to give live mock test of IB ACIO on Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for the reminder. So yeah, that's it. And do hit the subscribe button right away. Share this video across platforms so that other students will also benefit from the wonderful insights Gaurav has shared with us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.